Hey, welcome back. If you've been keeping up with the Madison on Paramount Plus, you already know that Season 1 hit hard. And the good news is, the story is far from over. Today we're breaking down everything we know about Season 2. The plot, the cast, new characters, and when you can actually expect to watch it. Let's get into it. What is the Madison about? So for anyone who needs a quick refresher, the Madison follows the Clyburn family after a devastating loss turns their entire world upside down. The show spans 6 episodes in its first season, and by the time the finale hits, these characters are in a completely different place than where they started. Season 2 confirmed. Now here's the exciting part. Season 2 was officially greenlit back in August 2025, and it gets better. Kurt Russell himself revealed that the cast actually filmed both seasons back-to-back, which means production on Season 2 is already done. So the wait shouldn't be too painful. Right now, Season 2 is expected to premiere in early 2027. Season 2 plot, Stacy's new life in Montana. So what's Season 2 actually about? At the end of Season 1, after Preston Clyburn passes away, the family leaves their New York social life behind and heads to a ranch in Montana. The season really focuses on Stacy and her grief. And by the finale, after briefly going back to New York, she makes the bold decision to return to the ranch for good. That's where Preston felt most at home, and that's where she wants to stay. Season 2 picks up right there. Stacy is now making a real, committed effort to build a life on the ranch, not just grieving, but actually putting down roots, connecting with the land, and getting to know the people around her. This time, she's ready to embrace Montana fully. But here's the twist. She leaves without telling her family anything. Her kids are so worried that they actually file a missing persons report for her. When they find out she just quietly moved to Montana overnight, they are shocked. So right away, Season 2 has some serious family drama built in. Returning cast. Now let's talk about who's coming back. Michelle Pfeiffer returns as Stacy, and Kurt Russell is back as Preston. But since Preston is dead, he'll be appearing in flashback scenes. Those flashbacks are going to dig deeper into Preston and Stacy's relationship and give us more context about their bond. The rest of the Clyburn family is also returning. Bo Garrett as Abby, Elle Chapman as Paige, Patrick J. Adams as Russell, Amaya Miller as Bridget, Elena Pollock as Macy. What about Matthew Fox as Paul? Now, one character whose return is uncertain is Matthew Fox as Paul. In an interview with TV Insider, Fox described his Season 1 role as contained, which sounds a lot like he's suggesting his arc is finished. That said, it doesn't completely rule out a cameo or a brief appearance, so we'll have to wait and see. Supporting cast returning. Beyond the Clyburns, a lot of the supporting cast is expected back too. Ben Schnetzer as Van Davis, Kevin Zegers as Cade Harris, and Danielle Vasanova as Kestrel are all key to helping the Clyburns navigate life in Montana. And with Stacy now moving there permanently, the neighboring Harris family is going to be more important than ever. Rebecca Spence's Liliana Weeks, Stacy's best friend, is also expected to return, and Will Arnett's Dr. Phil is likely to stay in Stacy's corner as she works through what is honestly a really complex emotional journey. We're also going to see more of Tank Sade's Dallas, who showed up in the finale and seemed genuinely invested in being a better father, and possibly even a better husband. That's going to stir things up, especially when it comes to Abby's storyline. On top of all that, new characters will be introduced to expand the world of the show. Relationship drama in Season 2. Speaking of Abby, Season 2 is going to go much deeper into the Clyburn family relationships, which honestly felt like they were just getting started in Season 1. Abby had a really sweet romance brewing with Val while in Montana, but that fizzled when she went back to New York. Now with Dallas back in the picture and Stacy permanently in Montana, things are about to get complicated, especially since Abby still wants to stay in New York. And then there's Paige and Russell's relationship, which could also shift significantly. Paige has lost her job, so there's a real possibility she takes a break from New York and heads to Montana to be with her mom. Whether that's good or bad for her marriage remains to be seen. Throughout all of this, More Stacy and Preston flashbacks will be woven into the season to fill in the gaps and give us a fuller picture of who they were together. So Season 2 of the Madison is shaping up to be even bigger and more emotionally layered than the first. New storylines, new characters, old relationships getting tested, and Stacy finally stepping into a life that's truly her own. It's going to be a lot. If you're as excited as I am, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss any updates. I'll see you in the next one.